Hi there guys, in today's video of VinylCut, we're going to be looking at how to make a circle border using the duplicate rotated effect. Before that, let's do a quick intro first. So today's video can be found on softwaretraining.co.za. You guys will notice we do have a variety of different softwares we cover, and also we upload training videos daily. So just keep an eye there for any new content. Otherwise, if we head back in the program here. Now, we've in a previous video covered the duplicate rotated effect before, but today we're going to be looking at how to create borders with it. So first of all, what we're going to need is a shape, a vector shape that we can use as a starting point for the border. So what I'm going to do is just head to my library, which is here under this little book with a star on it. Then I'm going to navigate to the swirls under its templates. And then I'm going to grab this one with a little hole in the middle. I think it makes for a nice border. Then just move this one to the top here, so just scale it a bit as well. And just set the color so you can nicely distinguish that it's the border. Then what you want to do with your shape selected, we want to go to Object on top on the main menu. And then we navigate down until you find Duplicate Rotated. Shortcut key for that is Control-Shift-D. Now under its options, we'll be looking at 3 of them today. So the first one is total copies. It's the amount of copies, obviously. Then we're going to be looking at Rotate V offset for the vertical offset. And then we're going to look at group duplicates. So let's start by adding one extra copy. Now what we're going to use this copy for is kind of to set the distance between the border. So if you have graphics in the middle, you can always use this as a reference. So then we go to Rotate V offset and we increase this number. Or we find, okay, say I want my border about that size. Then I will select on Group Duplicate. So what this will do is once it is done creating the effect, any copies you've made will throw it all into one folder, which is in a group. So that just makes it easily to manage it. So on your layers panel, you won't have just loads of these little symbols, but you'll have one folder with all of them in there. So you can easily move it around and so forth. Then next what we want to do is we want to make copies of these shapes. So increase the amount. And basically, ideally we want all these shapes to touch each other. So when you finally cut it out, it is a single shape. So this is kind of like the minimum you would put if you're going for that type of border. In my case, I want this little circle to align, something more than that. So we're going to say we've got about 14 here. Then okay, and now we can see on the layers panel here, if I scale this a bit bigger, we've got the duplicate, and if we open that, we've got all the individual shapes in there. Now we're not quite done yet, because as we had to go to the preview now, you'll see we still have a problem. Once it wants to cut, there where all those little circles overlap, it's going to want to cut them out as well, and that little shape there, which is going to make a mess of the border. So what we want to do is basically weld all these things together. Now there's 2 ways we can do it. The one is a destructive way, the other way is non-destructive. So first the destructive way, so it's a more permanent way where you want to go to path, and then we go to union, Alt U. Let me show you that. Okay, now if we select that and then we go to preview, we can see now it has fixed it. But as we go to our layers menu here, you can see it is now a single layer. It's no longer in a group. So if we undo this, let's say we want to do it more of a non-destructive way, then with your layer group selected, we want to go to the styles panel, which will be this little spanner here on the right. Click that and then you make sure weld is selected under its options. Now if we go to preview, you will notice that we have the same result as the union, but this is non-destructive, so that means you can still move the shapes if you want and change them, edit them, and so forth more easily. Otherwise, that is it on creating a circle border in VinylCut. We head here to vinylcut.co.za. The program is available here freely. Just head to the downloads page. Otherwise, if you guys go to softwaretraining.co.za, like I mentioned in the intro video, we do have a variety of different softwares we cover. And also, if you don't want to go through the list of videos, you can always isolate your search on top here on the right. Type in what you're looking for and just hit the little magnifying glass button. But if you still run dry and there's no results, you can always go here to request a training video, and then we will make that video for you. But otherwise, thanks guys for watching, and cheers.